1. Introduction. I used to fear collapsing because of heart disease. I used to think that heart disease was inevitable as we age. But one day, a sudden chest pain changed my perspective forever. It was a beautiful autumn morning, and like every day, I took a walk in the park near my house. The sky was clear, the leaves were gently falling, and I took a deep breath, thinking it was going to be a good day. But just a few steps in, my chest tightened. A sharp pain struck, and my breathing became heavy. I stopped, placing my hand on my chest. My heart was pounding wildly. At that moment, a terrifying thought crossed my mind. Is this my first sign of a heart attack? That evening, I went to see a doctor. The results shocked me. Blood pressure. 150 over 90 millimeters of mercury higher than normal. Cholesterol. Dangerously high, almost 230 milligrams per deciliter. Irregular heartbeat. Increasing my risk of heart complications. The doctor told me, if you don't change your lifestyle, your risk of a heart attack in the next few years is very high. That sentence hit me hard. I sat in the hospital lobby for a long time, reflecting on my life. Had I really been taking care of my heart properly? I realized that I had taken my heart for granted for over 70 years. That day, I made a decision. I would change before it was too late. Second, my journey to change. From fear to a healthier heart. Step 1. Changing my diet. My first meat-free meal. The day after my doctor's visit, I sat in front of my meal and I hesitated. No red meat, no fried food, less salt. On my plate was grilled salmon, leafy greens, and a bowl of lentil soup. I had never had such a simple meal in my 70 years. I wondered, can I really do this? But I remembered the pain in my chest that morning and told myself, just try for 1 month. After 1 month, I realized that I slept better and didn't feel bloated after meals. My cholesterol dropped from 230 milligrams per deciliter to 200 milligrams per deciliter. I felt lighter and less sluggish after eating. I had succeeded in the first step, controlling my diet. Step 2, exercising. From 5 minutes to 30 minutes without stopping, I remember the first morning I tried to walk after knowing my heart condition. Before, I could walk for 30 minutes without thinking about it. But that day, after just 5 minutes, I was out of breath. My heart was racing, and my legs felt weak. Am I really this out of shape? I thought. But instead of giving up, I decided to try again tomorrow, adding 1 more minute each time. After 2 weeks, I could walk for 15 minutes without stopping. My chest felt lighter, and I could breathe more easily. Blood pressure dropped to 135 over 85 millimeters of mercury. After 6 weeks, I could walk for 30 minutes without worrying. My heart rate was steadier. Lesson learned. If you haven't exercised in a long time, start slow. Even 5 minutes a day is a good beginning. Step 3. Reducing stress and sleeping better. Learning to rest. After 70 years, I used to believe that insomnia was just part of aging. But I learned that sleep is crucial for heart health. I often woke up at 2 to 3 a.m., heart pounding, unable to go back to sleep. After making some changes, I started listening to calming music instead of watching stressful news before bed. I practiced deep breathing, 4 to 7 to 8 method. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, exhale for 8 seconds. After 1 month, I could sleep through the night without waking up. I felt more relaxed and less anxious. Lesson learned. A peaceful mind leads to a healthier heart. Third conclusion, how my life changed in just 6 months. 6 months have passed since I decided to change my life. And looking back, I realize It was the best decision I ever made. My cholesterol dropped from 230 milligrams per deciliter to 180 milligrams per deciliter. My blood pressure stabilized at 120 over 80 millimeters of mercury. I can now walk for 30 minutes without fear. I sleep better and feel more energetic. Most importantly, I no longer live in fear of an unexpected heart attack. If you are listening to this podcast and thinking, I can't change, remember this. I was once like you. Start small. Take that first step today. Even the smallest change can make a difference. Thank you for listening. Take care of your heart, because a strong heart leads to a better life.